Yes, yes. So we'll start with anyone has background of this college. No background. Good. So see, this will be paper one, political science. Paper two is completely about international relations. But first, let us say you're all members of Constituent Assembly, and I want you to write Constitution for our country. Okay. So if you want to write Constitution for our country, what all do you need? What information do you need? For example, uh, do you want to give me equality? What values do you want to give to your people? What all comes to your mind? What do you want to give to your people? You want that to tell us? Yeah. Hmm? Huh. What do you want to give to the people? What type of values do you want to give to the people? Equality. After that, what values have you heard? Yes. Equality. You try. Justice. Good. Then integrity. Okay. Uh, Now, what exactly is equality? What exactly is justice? There are debates. So some people tell equality means absolute equality. Everyone must be treated equal. Okay. So everyone must be treated equal. What is the meaning of that? Rich and poor must be treated equal. Now, on what basis rich and poor must be treated equal? Let us think. Some people tell whether you're rich or poor doesn't matter. You all should have same type of government exams. Prelims, mains, interview for all, irrespective of whether you are rich or poor. That means whoever gets more rank, they will be in the list. More marks, they will be in the list, they get the rank. Okay. So what is that? That is equality of opportunity. I am giving same opportunity to both rich and poor. And who will be successful depends on who has the talent. But who has more skills? A person from rural area, a person from urban area, Dalit, Dalit, or a Brahmin. Okay, who has more skills in a community compared to others? Urban areas have more. English is much better compared to others. Can I say, whenever we give opportunity like this, rich people get good training, rich people get good education. All of us may think about good job, but they think of good business. Correct? You tell me economically who will be fastly growing, who will be slowly growing. Rich grow faster, poor grow slower. So because of this, can I say rich will be like this, poor will be like this, economy wise. Now, can I say due to this, there is inequality. So I intended to treat everyone good. My intention is not to make rich richer. My intention is not to make poor poorer. I wanted to treat everyone equal. But that equality was on the basis of what? Opportunity. And I told them, based on your merit, you decide. But I observed rich people were more successful compared to poor people. At this point of time, some other people came and told, you are making rich richer, poor poorer. This poor person is fighting for minimum food. Poor person doesn't have food. Even his food is taken away by the rich. How far is this good? This guy is having house, multiple cars, multiple properties, okay, bank balances, which is more than required. But this guy is not even having food to consume, right? So when you have such a scenario, what should you do? What you should do? Then they told, let us take all the money from the poor, rich, make them also poor. Okay. And already poor exists. Who will take all the money? Government will take, state will take, nationalization. They will take. And what they will do? They will try to provide both, all communities will be given absolute equality. And he will also get food. He will also get food. He will also get house. He will also get house. Everyone will be treated equally. Are you understanding? So now you tell, you are constituent assembly member. How do you want India to be? Yeah. How do you want India to be? Do you want India to be having inequality, or do you want India to be absolutely poor? Are you understanding? This is where government had debate. What is constituent assembly work? What did they do? How did they write our constitution? When they wrote our constitution, they had these type of debates in their mind. They got to know, if I take this, inequality will be there. If I go for this, equality will be there. But the problem is what? No one will be rich. Who will invest in the money? No one will invest. So that's the basic problem which you will face at this point. Just a minute. One student wants to join. Okay. So what should we do? Any idea? What should we go for? What should I do? Inequality is better than absolute equality. Then Indian people, they all sat. They discussed, we have two Indias. One, an aspiring India, which wants to grow. Another one, which is not an aspiring India, who needs basic food. If you ask poor person, he'll tell, sir, food is enough. Whereas rich person will tell, if only food is enough, I don't want to stay in your country. I will go to US. I'll live my life there. All intelligent people will leave the country. Brain drain, we call it. And once intelligent people leave the country, this will remain underdeveloped forever. So what India told, let us have a neutral approach. What is a neutral approach? Everyone require basic needs, whether it is rich or poor, both require basic needs. Needs are there for both. Okay. Now, rich will get the needs because of the parents' support. Rich kid will get the needs because of the parents' support. Poor kid will not get the needs. His main thing is what I want to feed my family. So, state should give him the needs. State should give him food, clean water, everything who should give? State should give. State should give the needs. Here who should give? Parents. Now can I say both are at the same level? No, both have needs. Yes. Now can you allow them to compete? Now can you allow them to compete? When I allow them to compete, now rich will go higher, but poor also goes little higher. Can I say inequality reduced? So, do I have absolute equality here? And do I have on the basis of merit here? Is this also unequal? But is this better than the earlier one? Yes, this is Rawls' concept of equality. Okay, and this was discussed by the government in the Constituent Assembly. So, how do you know? Tomorrow you become an administrator. As an administrator, you have to decide whether I should give freebies or not. What all freebies I should give to the people. When I'm discussing on the freebies, I should see that these freebies must be on the basis of needs. I should not give luxuries to people. I should give needs. This is where I am trying to understand. Now, who told me all this? Already in the world, there are philosophers. These philosophers have a debate within them. And they have told what type of equality is better. So I am going to study these philosophers. After studying these philosophers, I am going to study, see, there are philosophers in the Western countries, and there are philosophers in India. Do you agree? Yes. And then I will study about ideology. What is the meaning of ideology? I should read about liberalism. That means, should we give freedom to everyone? Yes. Okay. Can you please tell me what is important? Freedom or equality? Think. Should I give freedom to you or should I treat you equal? You may say I need both. Okay, the basic thinking is what? I need both. But the point is, you see, Russia, USSR went for absolute equality. Equality to the extent where every individual will have house. Every individual will have clothes, work, money, same dress, same car, absolute equality. Festival is coming, Christmas is coming. I will sit with my planning commission. I will discuss and I will tell, this year, everyone we are going to give them clothes. Okay, which color clothes? red color clothes we will give it to everyone. Government will decide which dress you have to wear. There is no choice. You don't have choice. You can't choose, sir, I don't like red, give me black. No, they'll kill. So you tell me, should I go for equality? Because the moment I go for equality, no choice. And the moment I go for freedom, then there is no equality. Because what is going to happen? Right? So what is required? Freedom or equality? Liberals say freedom is important. Socialists say equality is important. Gandhi says both are important. Right? Gandhi has his own principle. Right? When everyone is talking, women say, what equality are you talking? Equality of opportunity. Equality, absolute equality. Where is equality for me? Whatever equality you are talking is outside the house. Inside the house, I am not treated equal. Inside the house, I am unequal. So, what about me? March 8th is the right time to tell. Like, what about me? This was feminist ideology. So, we will read what everyone wants. And you tell me, is community important? Individual important? Should an individual compromise for a community? Should a soldier die for a country? Yes. Then who is more important? Community. Can a community throw stones and kill a person for eating a food? Can a community come together and kill a person? Now you tell, is community important or individual rights important? Are you getting the point? Now this is the confusion. If community is important, caste system is important. Dalit, untouchability, everything will be there. Correct? So is that good? Or removing untouchability is good? So what should I do? Are you understanding? See, 2.5 years, our people sat and debated these things in our parliament. And PSIR is mostly about understanding their debates. You know preamble? They took preamble and they told, we want to give our country sovereignty. We want to give our country justice. What justice are you talking? Because there is no definition of justice. Different people have different justice. What type of justice? They all debated. They all came together and then they decided what exactly is these terms. Apart from this, we will read all the values that are there in our constitution, like justice, equality, democracy, everything we will try to read. This is part A of your PSIR paper, where the main intention is to study what? The idea behind ideas. There is something called ideology. Different people have different ideologies. Until and unless you don't know the ideologies, you can't do justice to anyone. So that's why we read this. And once we read this, can you tell me, I will apply all this to my constitution. Correct? I'll apply all this to my constitution. Okay. But my point is, whatever I am reading it from which perspective? Indian perspective or Western perspective? I have to apply it to India. To apply it to India, I need to discuss about Indian society. Can I say, in Indian society, equality is not about people coming to power. Equality is more about what? Removing untouchability, treating humans as humans. Right? If you enter into a place, you were not given any power. These type of problems we had. At this point of time, we need to read our society. See guys, I will read my ideology, but I have to apply it to my society. Without studying my society, I can't understand how I should implement the ideology. Which one do I need? You go and ask a Dalit at that time. If you ask him, like, what do you need? He will tell, sir, I need respect, I need food. Exam and all, I don't know. Education, I don't know. But first, I should not be treated like this. I should require food. If you give me that, I'm happy. 1.83 lakh families in India, even today, are dependent on manual scavenging. They are cleaning the pits and they are eating from that particular money. 1.83 lakh families. You might have seen the pits will be so small. They go down, right? And they have to go in the liquid, that gutter liquid. When they go, oxygen won't be there. They close and they go. When they go, due to lack of oxygen, 400 people died in the last 1 year. Now you tell, for that person, what right is required? Do you think this is a problem in US? Do you think this is a problem in Europe? Or is this a problem of India? Problem of India. Without knowing Indian society, how do you apply this? Can I say American woman problem is different from Indian woman problem? Yes. Is Indian woman upset with the family system? No. Indian woman is more worried about what? Giving her an opportunity. So I need to know my society. Then comes, I need to know my history. I got independence with great struggle. If I don't understand why they fought and on what basis they fought, what were the fears in their mind, you won't understand anything. Today you feel the India that you have, you are going to frame policies on the basis of that. But I am making policies on the basis of ensuring India won't get divided. Please understand, at the time of framing of constitution, there were princely states. 500 and plus princely states were there. Small units. No one knows that there is something called India. If you go to Mysore and talk, he will tell, I'm a Mysorean. If you go to Hyderabad and talk, he'll tell he's Nizam. No one was aware that there is something called India. And there was a fear that all these people will get divided. How to unite them, how to build them, that were discussed in the history. So, constitution, society, and history is part of, paper 1, part B. Are you getting the point? Many students, what they do, they don't understand this particular logic. As they don't understand the logic, they just read polity for prelims, for mains also, and for optionals also. I'll ask a very simple thing. You have fundamental rights. Okay. Why do you need fundamental rights is a question. 15-mark question. What will you write? They're not asking what are fundamental rights. They're asking why do you need fundamental rights? Do you get the difference? Now what students will do? They know the word fundamental rights. They will write everything about fundamental rights. Why? What doesn't matter. One half of the question you leave, which you know, fundamental rights. Fundamental rights is given from this article to this article in our constitution. This part, these things are there. This is how we try to see. Do you see a person who has read PSIR? He'll have a clarity that we have something called as natural rights. And these are our rights, irrespective of whether state exists or not. I am a human being. So I should be treated as human. And every human being have a right to life. Right to life. This life is given by God to us. No one has the right to take away this life, including the state. But if I have done any crime, then through a procedure where court will tell, my life can be taken. Okay, think the other way around. Life, liberty. Man is always free and man always had choices. No one has ever questioned man. That's why progress have happened. If people keep questioning, then progress doesn't occur. Life, liberty, and property were the three natural rights which people like John Locke argued. That's why when India wrote our constitution, fundamental rights, right to property was also included. And then some people told, what separates animals from human beings? We are the only people who can talk. Correct? We are the only people who can talk. If humans' right to expression, right to talk is taken away, then we are not humans anymore. We are animals. Correct? What is my right to talk? What is my right to express? If that is taken away, I also have to live like animal. Then what is the meaning of this life? That's why what is required? Freedom of speech and expression. Okay, these are all the rights. Apart from this, we also have something called as a man is given name on the basis of his culture. A man is recognized by his culture. The way he dresses is his culture. The way he eats food is his culture. The way he builds a building is his culture. A man is identified by his culture. Such a culture, everyone likes to protect, correct? Should you be given the right to protect your culture? That is cultural. So now our constitution has given natural rights also, cultural rights also. That is fundamental. The point what I'm trying to tell is, if you read this, you can write this. This you should understand clearly. And this is very simple. It looks like this. Ideologies look like this. One ideology will say this is important. One ideology will say this is important. In India, Indira Gandhi's time, taxation was 85%. 85% tax people used to pay. Now you tell, will people be interested to pay the tax or will they try to make black money? Right? That is the core concept where liberals say, why is state taking away my hard-earned money and giving it to them? You might have heard progressive tax. What type of taxation should we follow? All this is the debate in this particular part. Do you understand the syllabus? So what is this all about? Political. Inside my country, how I treat my people is completely different from outside. I need to protect my country from criminals. I need to protect my country from drug mafia. I need to protect my country from Pakistan. Now you tell, how should I deal in my policy with others? Should I'm a king. Should I protect my people or should I be ethical? What is more important? You tell. Everyone in the room is a criminal. Okay. And everyone is working for their selfish goals. At this point of time, if I become good, I will be cheated. Nehru was good. What happened? China came and took oxygen. Nehru did not think bad. Nehru thought Chinese are communist people, they're very good. What happened? They took oxygen. Dalai Lama, he told Buddha, God is there to protect us. Nothing will happen. Mao told, wait for God, I'll take. Let him come. Mao took Tibet. Now can I say, Tibetan people are roaming around the world for their lives. You tell me, Dalai Lama, a very good king who followed ethics, could he protect his people? So what is important? But don't you think we are all humans? We are divided by state. Is Pakistan a part of India at some point of time? Why do you hate them? Who created that hatredness in you? Britishers. Now who created? Britishers left 70 years back. Now who created? Politicians. Can I say Pakistanis? Why are you so interested in India-Pakistan match? Why not any other match? I'm asking you, why not any other match? 48 to 64 crore people watched live. Huh. Like, when India-Pakistan match was going on. Why? Other matches, I don't know whether final also so many will watch or not. Correct? What is the reason? So what is happening? International relations is all about how you play with the games. It is like a chess. And it's a bigger chess. MLA seat, so much politics will happen. I was seeing one MLA from Telangana where, he came with his family, he, took hands and told, please, he was, put oil and all. He was sitting like a very normal person and asked, please help me. Once he won, the way he was completely different. Okay, if an MLA does so much of politics, international level, how they will do politics? Whom to trust? Whom not to trust? Britishers came to India to do trade. They ruled us for 300 years. Whom to trust? And who came? Company came. Not even country. Company came and told, we'll do business. We lost wars for a company, not for country. Remember, Carnatic wars and all, if you see, Anglo-Afghan wars and all, it was East India Company who fought. Not even Britishers. And for what? Money. So how to trust people? China is doing same. China is also playing same game. What should we do? How to remove problems? Why to remove problems? Theories comes into picture. Theories in international relations is like studying the rules of the game. What is the meaning of that? I'll tell you. Russia is waging war with Ukraine. Okay. Now, India has started taking oil from Russia. Correct? Now my question to you is, think about it. If India purchases oil from Russia, is India giving money to Russia? This money Russia will use for what? War on Ukraine. Is India funding Ukraine war? That means, is India funding Russia to wage war? Indirectly, yes. During war, if you are doing, it is the case, yes. Now, Ukraine is given weapons by US. Okay. To fight against whom? Russia. Now, all people are asking India, why are you purchasing oil from Russia? Isn't it wrong? India told, my people are poorest of the poor. Every year, you release report. You means Western countries. You release report. You tell HDI, India is bad. Poverty index, India is more. Highest number of poor in the world are in India. How to remove poverty? I have to take oil from countries which give at a lower cost to feed my people, because my people cannot purchase. So, I am taking oil from them to protect my people. Are you getting the point? Okay. Why is India taking oil? To protect people. Good. But actually, what is the intention? But actually, what is the intention? No. During war, when sanctions happens, trade won't be there. No one will have bank accounts, right? Everything will be in the form of assets, movement and all. You cannot sell. No one will purchase also at that time. Someone should be purchasing. The regular flow should be there. No one uses that equipped one. And moreover, Russia do not have bullets. Aluminium is not there. They wanted to purchase few things. Now you tell, India's actual intention is what? To support Russia. Can I say this is my interest? This is my answer? This is said by realism. Help your friend irrespective of his problem. Stand by your friend irrespective of your problem. Realism. Talk softly. Liberalism. There is a theory called liberalism. I'll tell you two ways. Trump says, I want to bomb Syria. I will drop mother of all bombs on Syria. And I will kill that idiot. Trump. Obama says, common people are dying. To protect those common people, I am trying to drop a bomb on that nation. Who is good? Obama is good. Why? He's doing it for protection. What is Trump doing? Killing. Both are killing only. But what you tell matters a lot. I killed the soldier of Pakistan and I bombarded them to protect my country, to give my people freedom. I had to kill a Pakistani soldier. Is there a difference? This is international relations, is all about how you talk. And how you talk is given by the things. Rules to talk is given by the things. And on what basis do you wage war? On what basis do you enter and wage war? India entered into war in 1971. separated Bangladesh on the basis of human rights. Okay. US interfered in Libya and killed Muammar Gaddafi on the basis of democracy. North Korea is trying to attack Japan and others on the basis of aid. So people are fighting for some terms. So we are going to study how these terms are dangerous, how it leads to war, how one country is attacking another country on the basis of this. And do I need weapons? Do I need weapons? Yes. I will read weapons-based treaty. I'll read weapons-based treaty. Do I need money? We'll read about WTO, IMF, World Bank. Do I need rules? We'll talk about United Nations. Have you heard about SARC and all? We'll read about regional organizations. Apart from this, we will also read about, see guys, all this is paper 2 part A. Paper 2 part A. And apart from this, in part B, I will apply part A for India. How is India dealing with Maldives? How is India dealing with Pakistan? How is India dealing with India's relation? See here. Whatever I read in part A, I applied it for India. Whatever I am reading in part paper 2, I am applying it in this. I just want you to know, most of the people get confused with PSIR because of the opinion that it is vast. Okay, one, it is vast. Second, it is difficult because it's dynamic. These are the two questions which people normally have doubt, correct? But see, today, once I understand the game, once I understand these rules, I understand the game. Did you see Gukesh when he won chess? In the last few minutes, when the guy was keeping a pawn, the moment he kept, everyone who were watching, they held like this and told, what did this guy do? It's over. Gukesh is the winner. They declared, correct? How do you know? How did you understand that move? If you know chess, you will understand the move. People who don't know what happened, correct? So why people feel difficult is the rules of the game is not clear. When the rules of the game is not clear, application you will never be clear. What is current affairs? There is no current affairs question in GS at all. GS optional anywhere, current affairs won't be there until and unless some major issue happens. The reason I'll tell why there is no current affairs is you cannot make a current affairs 10 marker question in mains. So what they do, they relate it to the static part. They relate it to the static part. But for that, you should know what has happened before. That's it. So it's all about explaining what has happened in that particular part. Now in PSIR, you'll be reading history, you'll be reading society. Okay, not ancient medieval, modern history, you will have a glance. So can I say paper 1 is done? Second, paper 2 is completely PSIR. Okay, completely PSIR. Paper 3, internal security. Most parts of it is PSIR again. Ethics thinkers, direct questions will come. If you read this particular part, 50% of ethics is done. Only this only you will read, not something different. Okay. And then essay. One question is philosophical essay. So are you reading for PSIR or are you reading for GS also? And that too, we are reading from mains point. We are not reading from notes. In ethics, if you write John Locke, if you write Mill, it's not wrong because they also ask you to read philosophers. Ethics syllabus also, they directly tell you need to read philosophers. Question is what? Should politicians have ethics? Is ethics and politics related? It is a direct concept from the theories. Direct question from the theories. There is a person called Machiavelli who speaks about ethics and politics. Same question. Quotes in essay picked from them only. So what I'm trying to tell, 500 marks of optional, almost 600 marks in GS. So we are studying approximately 1100 marks. If you are reading here, your strength in those influences. That is the reason it takes time to explain. We will be doing in 6 to 7 months. The focus will be on constitution, society and all. I will do from PSIR point of view. Later, I'll take separate session from prelims point of view. See, prelims point of view is Lakshmikant. Optional and all what? You don't need to read at all. I'm telling you, you don't need to read at all if you know this. What are the questions that come? What are the questions that come? Why? What is the concept of welfare state? Explain with reference to DPSP in India. Have you read in the polity that DPSP talks about welfare state? You have something called welfare state. Now, what is welfare state? Welfare state is helping people with the basic needs. And what is that basic needs? If you start writing, DPSP is from this article to this article, this is what it is. Under this judgment, they have declared welfare state. Under this judgment, this came. It is more of legal answer. What has happened? Lawyers have taken over polity. They are not giving you the idea behind the polity. And moreover, what happens? They'll teach you from articles point of view. In prelims, you see in prelims, cases and all won't come. And they will insist you to write cases in the mains. And why are they insisting you to write cases in the mains? Is because they know there is no other choice because you can't fill the page. But if you are from PSIR and if you are talking about justice and if you use the term roles in polity answer, I'm telling, if you use the term roles, they respect it. Because it is just like this. What now you tell, why is rainfall occurring in Hyderabad in the evening? If there is a question, then the fundamental thing is convectional rainfall. A convection term is associated with optional. Should I use or not? No, you have to use. You can't say something is purely optional. I don't ask you to debate, but I'm asking you at least some basics must be aware. But the point is, you should learn the habit of writing. If you have done engineering and all, any other background also, do you write technical language for that subject? IT, if you are there, Do you write technical? C, C++ and all, is it technical? Same way, this also have some technical words. What is technical words? Everyone has specific word. Everyone has specific word. I'll just give you, see. There was a system called feudalism, where there will be zamindar, peasant. Can I say zamindar son will become zamindar? Peasant son will become peasant? That is on the basis of birth. Law is on the basis of what? Birth. Caste system is also on the basis of birth. Then comes capitalism. Capitalism says, I might be born in Dalit community. I may be born in OBC, but I have the mind. I can struggle and I can come. Ambedkar, he proved. So, my merit should be considered. In Mahabharata, if you take, Karna, you might have heard. He was telling in his entire life, why my ability is not accepted? Why am I always questioned on the basis of birth? Capitalism said, I will recognize your merit. But merit leads to rich grab everything, poor don't have any. Then comes socialism, communism. They said, I will give on the basis of need. Everyone, basic needs I'll give. And I'll make everyone happy. Work only for 8 hours. Don't work for more. Have your life. Work for 8 hours, be happy in your life. These are all different terminologies. What I said. Birth is a terminology, merit is a terminology, need is a terminology. But to increase your marks, you have to write thinkers' names. Over a period of time, let's say I taught you fraternity. There are few thinkers' names. You write those thinkers' names and keep using them in your answer. For every topic, there will be few thinkers. Their names, if you write, that's more than. So, guys, this is how the PSIR syllabus is divided. I hope you got clarity on the syllabus, how they are present and what we are going to study. Okay, here 2 hours I'll be teaching whenever it comes to these type of theories, philosophers and all this. They're little technical, new to you people. I will be teaching as if you're freshers. I won't consider you know polity and all. Okay, we'll go from the basic. At that time, we'll be doing for 2 hours. Later, when we are applying the things, we will go in detail. Second, the language of the books are of very hi-fi. Any book you take, hi-fi language will be there. Most of the people don't understand because, let us say, in Telugu, Kannada and all, old Telugu was there, new Telugu will be there. New Telugu is much easier compared to old Telugu. Old English is also very difficult compared to new English. Actually, what is the intention of that guy, we don't understand. So, when you read books, they actually copy paste some terms of thinkers and all. So, you won't understand what he is trying to tell. Okay, I'll just give a statement, you try. Good is prior to write 125 marks essay. No. First good came, then right came, or good is more important than right. That's what it says. Good is prior to right. What is the meaning of it? Humanity is more important than ethics. So morality is important than ethics. Good. Talks about socialism. What exactly? Uh-huh. Nice. If something is good for a community, it is more important than individual rights. Community good is more important than individual right. Some people tell no, individual rights is more important than community. This is the debate that you have. This is capitalism, socialism debate, liberalism, and this debate. This language you have to be exposed in a slow manner. Once you understand, debate is very simple. So first few classes, I'll teach you these basic terminologies. What is the terms and all? Because you see, your understanding will be different. Now what happens, people will expect you to know. But without getting exposed, you won't be knowing. So first I'll take few classes only on the basic aspects and tell you what is the meaning of these words. Based on that, we will go for further understanding. Okay. So I'll be giving you class notes. I'll dictate notes for you. And every point, first I'll explain, but the point is explanation. You will understand easily. For example, these words, these diagrams, you'll understand easily. But you have to write for 20 marks. Elaborate the same thing. Philosophy is like writing same thing in different languages. But once you know the diagram, you need to write for a common man. For example, a person who doesn't know anything, if he comes to you, you should explain these things. You can't write only this. You have to write what is this in detail. You have to write what is this in detail. And then you have to write what is this. Now, you saw this, right? You have to write what is the meaning of community good. You have to write what is the meaning of individual rights. You have to write what is the meaning of good is prior to right. You need to write what is right is prior to good. Then it will form 12 and a half pages. How do you write essay? Are you getting the point? What I'm trying to tell you, even if you don't take PSIR, you take any option, you will be reading PSIR. Are you getting my point? You will be reading philosophers in ethics. Okay. If they are not teaching, they are not completing the syllabus. That's it. So what is it? You will be reading polity. You will be reading society. You will be reading history. You will be reading international relations. What extra are you doing? Actually, whether you join PSIR, you take PSIR or not, that's a different issue. But the point is, even if you don't take, you have to read 600 marks by yourself. Additionally to your optional. Here, you are getting that edge where you will be able to complete the other aspects. And making notes is very important because remember, you are making notes for 1100 marks. All subjects together. And if you don't have proper notes, you can't represent yourself better. That is the main aspect under this. I'll give detailed notes. We will write. Along with that, handouts and other aspects, I'll give it to you. But PYQs and syllabus we will take. We will discuss, like, what is the questions that are coming, how exactly you need to do. Once in a while, if you write those answers, that's more than enough. Fine? Okay.